there. My name is Brooke Jensen, and I am your child's sixth grade foundations teacher for this year. And I am so excited to be your child's teacher, even if it's for foundations. A little bit about me. I just graduated from Illinois State University. This is my first year teaching. I did have my bachelor's degree in middle level education, so specifically sixth grade through eighth grade. And I'm licensed to teach science, math, and language arts. I still live at home in Yorkville, Illinois with my parents, and I have one younger brother. He is a sophomore at Grand Valley State University in Michigan, studying to be a nurse. And as many of your children know, I am allergic to all animals with fur, so I have no pets and I've never had a pet. Um, but yeah, so let's get into a little bit about foundations. You can find this syllabus in the slides, as well as I sent out an email the first day of school with this, as well as just some general information. If you did not get that, please let me know, and I am happy to send it over to you. But we're going to kind of go through some of these and talk a little bit more about some of the things that are in this syllabus. I'd like to start with just an overview. I'm very excited to have your child in my class. Foundations is supposed to be fun and engaging. It's supposed to be inquiry driven, where they ask questions and they try and figure out the answers to their own questions. They definitely get to collaborate with peers in here. They get to think critically. And they also kind of get to do what helps them be successful, both in the classroom and outside of the classroom. So a few odds and ends. Communication is the biggest key. If you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email me or call me. I'm happy to respond. I'm happy to talk to you, as well as the students. The students have done an awesome job so far of contacting me or emailing me or coming up to me if they have a question. And I just want to make sure that is continued throughout the whole year. Student view and parent view. This is your student's grade book, as well as your access to their grade book. Foundation, is frequently updated. I update it every single week. If you have a question, or if your child has a question about something in the grade book, or just an activity or something that we did, I really encourage them to ask me. Advocating for themselves is a skill that we're trying to build as sixth graders, or that many sixth graders are trying to build. So if they have a question, please, my door is always open, and I've definitely told them that. If you have a question, I am always available by email and by phone. I am happy to answer them. And the last few odds and ends is just Google Classroom. It is our virtual planner. As a lot of you have seen in quarantine with COVID, Google Classroom was huge. So we are continuing this. I post announcements. I post daily activities with links. And I just post like misplaced worksheets or extra things. So the students will never lose them, even if they lose the hard copy. For foundations, it's kind of a catch-all class or catch-all elective. So there's not really specific things that the students need for this class. I just tell them, make sure they have their Chromebook and their headphones. Make sure they have their homework for all of their classes, because this is independent work time. We have that in every day. So students are able to kind of get homework done before they get home. Always bring their planner. I will ask them what their homework is. I will ask them if they wrote in their planner, to try and get those organizational skills together. And just the pencils, erasers, pens, and highlighters, just a pencil pouch full of stuff for them to write in or finish their worksheets. Our schedule, this is our daily bell schedule for sixth grade, as well as I linked a district calendar here. This district calendar just has start and end dates for each quarter. It has report card information, non-attendance days, and different holiday breaks that we have. Contact information. As I said, I'm always available by email. If you go to brooke.jensen@cusd200.org, and I put the school's phone number on here. You're welcome to call the school, ask for me, my extension, and they will transfer you over to my phone. I just ask that you give me 24 hours to respond to any phone calls or emails, and then 48 hours on the weekend. I'm trying to get away from my computer a little bit on the weekends, but I understand if there's an emergency, I am happy to contact and email you back. Our curriculum for foundations is a little bit different. It's a little loose. We don't have like set curriculum that we have to go through. So this is kind of what we came up with as a school, as a collective sixth grade team. Our essential question is what can you do to help you be successful today? That is a question I have asked so many of the students already, is what can you do to be successful today? Whether that's working on math homework or taking a brain break because they just need to chill, or doing ELA reading or doing typing or practicing something. But what can you do to be successful? With this essential question, I have two main units. The first one is the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Students. This is based off the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and there are 7 habits. We are going to be going through these 7 habits for the first, I would say, quarter, maybe 2 quarters of the year. They're going to be broken up into different weeks, and we are going to break them down and really understand what it means to be an effective student and even just an effective person. We're starting first with being proactive. This is all about organization, and your students are doing a lot of this right now between organizing their lockers, organizing their backpacks, their planners, trying to figure out how they best work in middle school. The second big major unit is a Genius Hour. Genius Hour is very inquiry driven. Students ask a question and they do the research to kind of figure out the answer to their question. It's a very, very awesome. I have linked kind of a general what is Genius Hour if you would like to learn more about it. As we get closer to this, I will send out more stuff about it, but it's very student-driven, student-centered, and I'm super excited to see what they do and what they're interested in. Every week is broken up. We kind of have the same schedule. So Monday is just introducing the theme that we're talking about that week. Tuesday, we're going to practice typing. Wednesday is just a check-in. How are they doing with the theme? Are they using these skills? Are they not? How could they use these skills more? Thursday is kind of a miscellaneous catch-all day. And then Friday is a weekly reflection. Students are going to reflect on how they used our habit or their habit throughout their week and how they maybe could have used it better to be more effective both in and out of the classroom. Each day, we're going to start with a morning meeting. We're going to talk. We're going to figure out what kids did at night, what their good news is. We're going to have a mini lesson, which is where the 7 habits of highly effective students come in. And then lastly, students are going to have independent work time to help them be successful. Grading policy, it's a little bit different. With foundations, you get 10 points each week. So time on task for each day is a point. So, doing your independent work, doing the activity we're doing, you get a point. And then the weekly reflection on Fridays for about how you use the habits is going to be 5 points, totaling 10 points a week. Homework. Because this class kind of helps you catch up on homework, they are not going to have homework for foundations at all. Everything we do is going to be during class time. But if you would like to see kind of what we're doing or the different assignments that are there, I will be writing them on the whiteboard every day so students can write them in their planners. It will always be on Google Classroom. We have a Monroe 6th grade homework page. As soon as that is live, I will link that in here. And then I will also be sending home a newsletter, a biweekly newsletter. And the last slide I have for you is our classroom promises. I don't like rules. I've told all of the students this. Rules are not my thing, but promises are. And all of us promising to do things to help everyone be successful is how we are attacking the year. So we have 6 promises, 6 community promises that help our learning environment be inclusive and fun and engaging. The 6 promises are listed here, as you can see. And I had each student every day write how they are going to keep this promise and what they are going to do, what each promise looks like and feels like and sounds like in a classroom. It is really cool. I encourage you to click on this picture and look at the Padlet that your students did. It's really, really, really awesome. There's GIFs or GIFs, there's videos, there's images. The students really did an awesome job of honing in on what these promises should be in our classroom. I think that is it for me for foundations. If you have any questions, please reach out. I will always be available, and I will always be available to answer your questions. I really appreciate you watching this video, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your curriculum night.